You're listening to The Resilient Animal. I'm Annie Petersen, Doctor of Education with a Master's in Mental Health Recovery and Trauma-Informed Care. This podcast is an exploration of how helping other living beings can benefit human mental health and well-being, and what makes us all resilient animals. Dia de los Muertos, a holiday where animals play a profound role in connecting the realms of the living and the dead. In Mexican culture, certain animals serve as spiritual guides and symbolic messengers during this cherished celebration. We'll explore significant animals that hold special meaning during the Day of the Dead. For this isn't a sad or spooky holiday. It's a beautiful celebration of life, love, and remembrance. Dia de los Muertos traces its roots back thousands of years to indigenous cultures of Mexico, particularly the Aztec civilization. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in Mexico, these ancient customs blended with Catholic traditions, creating the unique celebration we know today. The holiday is observed on November 1st and 2nd, coinciding with the Catholic All Saints and All Souls Days, but its spirit remains distinctly Mexican. At the heart of this celebration are the ofrendas, elaborate altars created to welcome back the spirits of departed loved ones. These colorful displays are adorned with photos, favorite foods, and personal items of the deceased. Bright orange marigold flowers, known as cempasúchil, are believed to guide spirits home with their vibrant color and sweet scent. Papel picado, intricate paper cutouts in bold colors, flutter overhead, representing the delicate nature of life. One of the most enchanting aspects of Dia de los Muertos is the miraculous arrival of monarch butterflies in Mexico. Each year, these determined animals embark on an extraordinary 3,000-mile journey from Canada and the United States, battling fierce winds, predators, and changing weather patterns. They navigate across mountains, deserts, and cities, using an internal compass passed down through generations, arriving in Mexico's oil mill for forests just as families begin their preparations for Dia de los Muertos. These beautiful orange and black-winged messengers are seen as sacred visitors, the souls of ancestors returning to embrace their loved ones. In many communities, especially in Mojacan, where the butterflies cluster in brilliant clouds, families share stories of how their arrival brings messages of hope and love from the other side. Grandmother Rosa, a local storyteller, often shares how her mother taught her that when a monarch butterfly circles you 3 times, it's carrying a message from someone who loves you. Children gather in gardens, watching intently for the first butterfly of the season, believing their departed grandparents choose the most beautiful monarch to say, "I'm here, I remember you." In the velvet darkness of Mexican nights, the Tecolotes, owls, emerge as mysterious guardians of ancient wisdom. These nocturnal messengers have long been woven into the fabric of Mexican folklore, their haunting calls echoing through generations of storytelling. In the highlands of central Mexico, families still speak in hushed tones of how the owl's distinct hoo can be a greeting from the spirit world, carrying messages between the living and their ancestors. These enigmatic birds held particular significance in Aztec mythology, where they were sacred to Mictlantecuhtli, the powerful deity of death in the underworld. The Aztecs believed that owls could pierce the veil between worlds, their eyes reflecting the wisdom of both realms. When an owl perched near a home, it was seen as a sign that ancestral spirits were watching over the family. Today, when the Tecolotes call breaks the evening silence, grandparents often pause to acknowledge these age-old beliefs, teaching younger generations how their ancestors found meaning in these nocturnal visitors. The Xolo dogs stand as living bridges between Mexico's ancient past and present. These remarkable hairless dogs, named after an Aztec god, carry a profound spiritual legacy that spans thousands of years. According to sacred mythology, these loyal companions were created by the gods with a divine purpose: to guide souls through the 9 challenging levels of Mictlan, the underworld. Their hairless form was believed to help them sense spiritual energy, while their warm bodies could comfort souls on their journey. In ancient ceremonies, Xolos were honored as sacred beings, adorned with jade collars and treated with the respect due to spiritual guides. During Dia de los Muertos, families with Xolo companions often say their dogs become especially alert, as if sensing the presence of visiting spirits. Modern Xolo owners share stories of their dogs' uncanny ability to provide comfort during times of loss, maintaining their ancient role as emotional and spiritual guardians. In Mexico City, one family tells of how their Xolo, Luna, spent hours sitting beside their grandmother's ofrenda, as if keeping vigil with the spirits of ancestors. These dogs continue to be cherished not just as pets, but as living connections to an ancient understanding of life, death, and the bonds that transcend both. This deep connection between animals and the spirit world extends throughout Mesoamerican and Mexican culture, where animals have long been regarded as sacred guides bridging the physical and spiritual realms. In these rich traditions, animals are seen as more than mere creatures. They are messengers, protectors, and spiritual companions who help maintain the delicate balance between worlds. Each animal brings its own wisdom and power, offering guidance and protection to those they watch over. Central to these beliefs is the concept of nahuales, powerful animal spirit guides that form profound connections with individuals and families. According to ancient wisdom, each person is born with a nahual that shapes their destiny and character. These spirit animals, whether they take the form of a swift-flying eagle, a wise jaguar, or a clever coyote, are believed to walk alongside us throughout life, offering protection and guidance during both physical and spiritual journeys. Throughout Mexico's history, different animals have been revered for their unique roles in guiding and protecting souls. The eagle, soaring between earth and sky, carries prayers to the heavens. The serpent, with its connection to both underground and surface worlds, represents wisdom and transformation. The deer, gentle yet alert, guides lost souls back to their loved ones. These animal helpers continue to play vital roles in modern Dia de los Muertos celebrations. Where their images appear in colorful artwork, their spirits are honored on altars, and their stories are shared across generations. Today, these ancient beliefs live on in the vibrant symbolism of Dia de los Muertos. Families create beautiful papel picado featuring animal motifs, paint spirit animals on sugar skulls, and tell stories of how their ancestors' animal guides continue to watch over the family. Some even leave offerings for these spiritual protectors, acknowledging the enduring bond between the natural world and the realm of spirits. In this way, the ancient understanding of animals as sacred guides continues to enrich and deepen the meaning of this beloved celebration. This profound connection between animals and ancestral spirits extends across Latin America, where each culture adds its own unique traditions to this tapestry of remembrance. In Guatemala's Day of the Dead celebrations, the quetzal bird, with its resplendent emerald plumage, is believed to carry messages between the living and the dead. Families in the highlands often speak of how these sacred birds appear during ceremonies, their rare presence considered a blessing from the ancestors. In Ecuador's indigenous communities, the mighty condor takes center stage during ancestor honoring ceremonies. These majestic birds are seen as guardians of the mountain spirits, where the ancestors reside. Meanwhile, in Peru's Andean regions, families tell stories of how llamas and alpacas, considered sacred since Incan times, guide the spirits of the departed through treacherous mountain passes to reach their loved ones. In Bolivia, the Aymara people believe that small birds, called alma perdidas, lost souls, help guide wandering spirits home during their festivals of remembrance. Brazilian traditions bring yet another dimension to these animal spirit connections. In the Afro-Brazilian Day of the Dead celebrations, butterflies hold special significance, much like in Mexico. But here, they're joined by hummingbirds as messengers of joy and love from the other side. Some communities along the Amazon believe that pink river dolphins transform into spiritual guardians during remembrance ceremonies, protecting both the living and the souls of the departed as they reunite. The holiday's most recognizable symbol is the calavera, or decorated skull. These playful skulls made of sugar or painted on faces remind us that death is a natural part of life and should be faced with warmth and humor. Families gather in cemeteries to clean and decorate graves, share meals, and tell stories about their departed loved ones. There is music, laughter, and favorite dishes like pan de muerto and tamales. What makes Dia de los Muertos truly special is how it transforms our relationship with death, teaching us to embrace the full cycle of life and to remember our loved ones with joy rather than sadness. Thank you for listening to the Resilient Animal Podcast. If you would like more information about Dia de los Muertos, please check our show notes or go to theresilientanimal.buzzsprout.org.